Hello, my name is Rachel Portman and my piece Earth Song has been nominated in the choral category for the IWAS Composers Awards 2020. Earth Song was a commission from the BBC Singers, and I collaborated with the poet Nick Drake on it. It's a piece that was really inspired by my reading a long-form poem that Nick Drake wrote after a trip to the Arctic. I was so moved by it that I got in touch with him and asked if we could collaborate on something together. And I was really interested in writing a piece that was about the earth having her own voice. What would the earth say if the earth could speak, which in a sense the earth is now, and also a piece about listening, if we could still our minds to listen to the earth. So this piece was sort of came about through this, and Nick Drake wrote the most beautiful poem, which takes the form, sort of through 7 verses, of a sort of conversation within the mind, but within the human mind. And the verses are, it sort of travels to different corners of the earth, and all the while the mind is trying to still itself to really listen. And in between these verses, these beautifully simple verses, we used the words of Greta Thunberg, who was sort of gaining real prominence last year. Sort of lines taken from her Davos speech, like "I don't want your hope" and "I want you to panic." So a young girl sings these lines in between the choral verses, which is an unaccompanied piece for choir, and so we had a large number of voices, and it's sort of woven between the two. And we also wanted to write a piece that celebrated the beauty of the earth and isn't just like a call to arms for action, but that is, able to be in the earth as well as sort of describe it, if you know what I mean. And it was beautifully performed by the BBC Singers last September, well, a year ago now, actually. I'll read you a tiny bit of the programme notes. In its role as the human mind, the choir passes thoughts and sung words between singers before combining to breathe as one, mirroring the balance between night and day, the ebb and flow of the tides, and the human act of breathing in and out. As the landscape becomes bigger and the noise of our human world becomes more and more crazy, the mind endeavours to still itself in order to really listen to the earth's message. One of the things I also wanted to do was to sort of try and write music that was really in that contemplative vein, so that we're both in the words as well as sort of describing them. And it feels, and the choir keeps coming together to breathe as one, all the voices, like a human mind, like a human body, in the same way that the earth breathes in and out as one. Anyway, I'm very delighted to have been nominated in this category.